Hello, Connective. Welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Comment, like, and subscribe without smashing anything. And let's get into this energy. This is a collective reading for Virgo. Virgo, it is your turn to pull cards. I have this one. What is that? The Muse upside down. It's a major arcana. See that. I feel like it's taking on the meaning of a muse, but I feel like it's taking on another meaning. Let's see what's going on. That one's upside down. And so we'll just skip to the laws. Let's see what laws we're dealing with. The law of cause and effect. Change your beliefs, change your life. This is upside down. No, I'm already starting to get the idea that somebody's got the wrong idea about something. Last quarter moon in Leo, lighten up. Let's see. I think we're going to go with like 3 energy cards. Let's see here. We got envy and caring connections. Indecision again. We'll put indecision over here. No, it still looks the same. I don't know if it's you or someone else that has the wrong idea. From the looks of it, it looks like whoever identifies with this reading has the wrong idea. Let's see. King of Swords. What is that? 5 of Wands. This one. What is this? Huh. All right, so I've got the King of Swords upright, 5 of Wands upright. I have the Fool upside down, and I have the 10 of Wands upright. Okay. Okay. Is this the wrong idea, or is this the right idea? All right. Let's get the other cards. I feel like somebody's meddling with something. They shouldn't be. Something is... Yeah, something's funny. Cause and effect, the Muse. Okay, so regardless of what else is going on in this reading, I'm picking this up as a bit of information or something, a communication, a message that was brought by someone. I don't necessarily see that someone on the table, although it could be envy. And they said something, or It's weird. All right, we're just gonna take this a little slow. I'm getting that they like pointed at something, and whoever they were talking to overreacted. The thing is the reaction might have been warranted. So it's not like, oh, you should have never got mad. It's almost like if you did get mad, that maybe you shouldn't have gotten as mad. I'm just trying to figure out like why, because I feel like it is part of the message. Sometimes I try to dig into things that they don't show me because it's not part of the message. I mean, clearly envy's on the table. So somebody envies a situation, and it seems like they might be trying to break it up because the law of cause and effect is upside down. But some people, like some relationships can't be broken up. But a lot of relationships can be broken up because people get emotional. Where's that card? Lighten up. So even sometimes if somebody doesn't buy into some crap, but it makes waves, they don't want to continue with it because that was not something they wanted, let's call it, in their relationship. Or, you know, they realize that this other person, significant other or friend or whatever happened, stepped in and it was allowed. So they're kind of like, you know what, I don't want to mess with the situation. This person allows their friends to, like, whatever that is. Okay. I feel like somebody's still mad. I feel like they need to stop or at least pause. Okay. Long enough to see what's really going on. Yes, there is conflict. There's something going on. Could be as simple as an argument about one thing. It could be that there's always an argument about something. But either way, the person that is too upset to see it for what it is. And so they're missing the bigger picture. So this Fool upside down, okay, so I am and I'm not getting this like leaving energy. You know, for some of you, you may want to leave. For some of you, you may want to stay. If you're on the other side of this like situation that got stirred up, like the person didn't necessarily come to you, but now you're experiencing the fallout. You don't have to. You could just leave. I mean, I hate to say it like that because, you know, relationships sometimes are more solid than just leaving. But, you know, sometimes people leave and then they come back. Like, it's not necessarily like, you know, they're leaving forever. But they sometimes are married, they split up. They're like, you know what, the hell with you. You know, you need to see what else is out there. And then the other person sees what's out there and they go, baby, come back. You know, it's kind of like one of those things. So, you know, it's a possibility that someone might have to step away briefly for the other person to truly see, like, either who's starting the problem, who is the problem, maybe that they don't even care what the problem is. They want the person back and they want to, you know, make this less turbulent, whatever is going on. This Three of Cups with this choice card. So maybe a third party. Maybe I'm getting this third party might be there, but they might not be doing anything wrong. Like, this is kind of like what I'm talking about. Now, I kind of feel like if there is a third party that's causing trouble, but they're not doing anything wrong, they probably should exit. So, like, let's say that third person is an ex-lover of your husband and they're great friends. But he listens to her more than he listens to you. Sometimes people need to think about what they need to do in that situation, right? It's making you uncomfortable but the situation would make anyone uncomfortable. So how come everyone doesn't see it? You know, sometimes when we are able to stand in our power, we're like, yeah, that's some bullshit. You know, and a lot of times our friends don't want to hear us because they're like, well, they're just friends. Okay, well, then the relationship in relation to you should be a friend, not someone they listen to more than you. So again, people say one thing and then they go do another, and we need to be able to see what's really going on to say, okay, well, maybe you're just friends, but maybe you should just date, right? Sometimes people are working out their own stuff like over there, but they want you to be here because so it looks a certain way, and it's kind of like, this doesn't really do anything for me. Maybe you should go, you know. I feel like these two cards are kind of telling you to detach from like not wanting to really see what you know. See, everybody's different. So some people feel a certain way about certain things. Some people are like, no, I was betrayed. No, he's talking to her, I was betrayed. And other people are like, well, you know, she's a friend, he needs a friend, like, you know, as long as she doesn't say anything that betrays me, I'm not betrayed, you know. So everybody has a different feeling about certain situations. But I've learned in my experience, depending on who's involved in the relationship, including this third person, that certain situations shouldn't exist. If people don't know what their weaknesses are, or they don't know, you know, where the boundaries should be, boundaries start getting blurred. People forget what they're supposed to be doing. Maybe they, in the beginning, decided that they were going to be a support system, but then later on it turns into something else. This person is like leaning on her, they're trauma bonding, and now all of a sudden these two are closer than this person. Meanwhile, these two are in a relationship. Right? And, you know, most of the time now in my experience, I look at that person who's with this person, but with this person, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Pick one, right? So you're not crazy if this is you and you're over here, right? It's what you want to deal with, what you want to put up with, what you want to decide upon, because I've said it before on this channel. If a person is willing to let a third party in, or even just to let someone say something that's going to get in the way of the situation, then they're going to do it later too. Even if I get a grip on this, and I have caring connections, and I have other things going for this relationship, and I get a grip on this situation, it's going to happen again. Because there's something wrong with my significant other. They either don't see the value in me and don't see where they're hurting me, or they don't see the value in themselves and they don't realize that they don't have to put up with whatever the hell it is that they're doing over there, or they just don't care, or they're not smart enough to understand. In which case, do I want, again, where's choices? Do I want to mess with that at all? And the thing is a lot of times we have history, but you did something now that makes me wonder, right? So, advice. Let's see if someone can tell us something that's worth it. Because these situations, all I see on the table is choice. It's like, well, you could do this or you could do that. You can stay in it or you can leave. You can turn around and find somebody else. You can make the situation you want, or you can hang around and deal with this third party situation. It's up to you what you want to do. But this card is saying to be better. These two cards right here are saying to be better than that. That you already know you are, and all this other stuff that's happening is just has you stuck because of what you've worked for. But I'm here to tell you that what you've worked for can be easily torn down with somebody who's got influence and envy. Sorry. This one wanted to fall on the floor. What is that? Look around and find some signs. The universe is speaking to you. Could be in music. Can you see that with that ring light, that intrusive ring light? Yeah. I feel like you already kind of know. Guilt is a normal feeling. Just breathe in and let it go. Yeah. Don't feel bad. If you feel bad in this, don't feel bad. I know how easy it is to fall into something that you turn around and you go, I never agreed to this. Like you turn around and you go, I never agreed to step 1 of this. And now here we are in the finish of it. Nobody ever agreed to anything. Like, I get it. Don't feel bad about being trusting and low key about certain things. If people would have acted right, you wouldn't have to worry. You're not crazy. If you find yourself stuck in a situation you're unhappy with, ask yourself why you are still there. Is it fear of the unknown? Leaving toxic situations or people can be the best thing you could do for your soul and your spirit. Be fierce. I truly feel like that's what these 2 cards are saying. This Fool upside down and this Soar card. It's telling you that if you do decide that you want to create something somewhere else with someone else, that it will be better than this. See, it's funny because a lot of times, like, I promise abundance or whatever. I'm like, yeah, you can have the world, right? This reading is saying, hey, if you don't want to deal with this, we got something better. I bet you they got a lot of betters, right? I know about the caring connections, but you can have that again. You can have that with multiple people, clearly. So, you just have to decide, what do you want to do? What do you want to deal with? What are you willing to deal with? Not just for now, but long term. What do you want to deal with long term with this person? Are you at a point where you're already tired of somebody? You might want to consider that. Until we meet again.